Oh, hello.
Hello.
Welcome back to Gab and Ali in English. And if you are watching this on YouTube, then we filmed this episode about a month before live. And if you want to join in on the live, and we love when people join in on the lives because we love live interaction and questions and so on, or access to this episode before it hits YouTube, you can do so by clicking the Patreon link below this episode and support this creative project that we are trying to do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would be awesome.
that would be great.
And I hope everything is set up right this time because I failed you yesterday.
No, it's
Yes.
me too, because I've started setting up this cameras and stuff now, and so there are little things that you are, what?
No, it's perfect.
Oh.
It's just I'm checking the sound now because yesterday we recorded for like 45 minutes.
Oh, it was such a fun episode.
And it was fun and it was like sexy and funny and the sound didn't work,
But we're just going to have to redo it again.
which was funny. Like when we noticed that our two personalities just like could be more different.
I was like, no, let's do it again.
You were crushed. I was like, that's good to know. Like, lesson learned.
I just find it
Let's move.
so annoying when you can't get those candid, natural moments on camera. Like, sometimes it's gold, and then you're like, I can't redo it. Like, it just won't be natural, and it'll be
It's
weird.
practice. Like, we can't be good at doing a podcast live the first time. I mean, that would be unfair for people who practice for a long time.
I agree, and that's also, goes for me that I can't be great at having a guest star on the show for the first time.
Let's never have guests.
You're going to get so tired of talking to me.
No. If we, I think that down the road we'll have like talked everything that we can talk about, and then there won't be enough happening during our day, so we'll get to like talking about stuff
The weather.
that's happening in the world. And I mean, I wouldn't go into boring stuff like just stuff, funny studies,
Like
and,
the trending TikToks and stuff.
I mean,
Let's
whatever.
watch this guy eat 400 pies.
Well, it's like I would see it more as we react live, so we have a playlist of stuff to watch
Yeah.
that was curated.
Like the watermelon video that made me laugh so much.
Yeah, that was fun. So the Amazing Race Canada, is that it?
Yes, I don't think we got chosen.
Probably that.
Well, I don't know. They don't send you an email to let you know that you've been refused. But unless they're still going through their applicants. I mean, it was, I think we did this, 3 weeks ago? So it's very possible. We don't know. But I think it would be funny to post our application online.
Yeah. You did some good edits with that.
They'll make some good shorts.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like the discrepancy between our shorts views and our video views is quite impressive.
Clearly,
It's like,
long content is like not a thing anymore,
well,
or horizontal content.
yeah, but I was thinking what you need, it's watch time, let's say in hours, okay? And 2,000 views on a 5-second video does maybe give less than like 3 views on a 30-minute video.
Maybe, yeah.
So, like, YouTube rewards watch time. That's their metric.
Right.
It's like they want eyeballs on their content. And so I don't know, but clearly, like, shorts seems to have a greater impact. We get like thumbs up and comments and stuff, and like people are
And people
rewatching
watch
it.
them over and
To be
over.
honest, I watch it over and over. When you're so cute trying to speak French in words that you don't know.
I'm trying. You're making a mockery of me.
Yeah. No.
I know.
We laugh with you.
I'm kidding.
But
I don't know if I'm laughing though. I'm more like, help me. And you're all laughing at me.
it's your worst nightmare.
They're
Like,
all gonna laugh at me.
so basically in our long form content podcast thingy. We're producing shorts. That's what we're producing.
Basically, yes.
No, but we're still like slowly navigating the journey.
We're slowly navigating the journey. We're slowly navigating life. I'm slowly navigating how to come down from my high emotions of this morning.
Oh,
They were big emotions. That's what I tell the kids that I work with. You know,
story,
you have
baby.
big emotions and you have small emotions.
Oof, that was big emotion.
That was a big emotion. And if it's a big emotion, then how is the reaction? Is it a big reaction or it's a little reaction? So, you know, you teach the kids like someone broke his pencil versus the house being on fire. Is that like a big? Does that require a big emotion or a little emotion? What kind of reaction? You have to match the reaction to the size of the emotion. If it's big, it's big. If it's anyways.
Interesting.
Yes.
So you had big emotions?
I had big emotions, so it required
Tell
a big
us.
reaction. But I mean, realistically, it wasn't a big situation. So
no.
it required a smaller emotion than what I had. But
Well,
I don't
we
know
don't
why I
judge.
get so anxious about stuff. I know I have a problem. I wouldn't say I'm a hoarder or anything. I'm not a hoarder. Like you've
No.
seen on TLC the like hoarder shows. Like my mom's a hoarder and
No, I haven't,
like-
but I heard about it. But I've seen real life hoarders, and like a lot of people have that trait. That's not your thing. Like you don't want to accumulate more all the time.
no.
But your thing is what you have give you anxiety, but somehow you can't deal with it. But it has to be somewhere. And if you search for something 10 seconds, it's the end of the world. You have a thing with stuff. Like, yeah.
I don't know what it is. I think it's a scarce, what do they say? Like a scarce mentality.
Well, baby, tell the world the story because people don't know what we're talking
Yes.
about.
Okay. So context.
Start from the beginning.
So well, actually, many of you may not know, we live in a hotel, a very big hotel, which I know sounds kind of glamorous, right? But, well, you know, it kind of is pretty cool to live in a hotel, but it's not like it's, you know, the Sheraton, like Ritz-Carlton. It's a really cool old ass motel that was built in the 50s?
It started in the 50s. There was just a house and 2 rooms. And then over the next 50, 60 years, it grew like
Yes.
changes. And then the house
New
became
buildings,
like a
new-
giant thing. And then there's 6 buildings. And
So it's a giant ass motel that's been around since the 50s, and it's on an incredible piece of land with an incredible view. So there are a lot of rooms, and there are a lot of like random nooks and rooms and hidden spots, and you know, just where you can put shit everywhere and anywhere. It's just like a never-ending abyss of rooms and places to put stuff. So anyways, the first year that we were here, we kind of took over this one space that we call the apartment, which was a cool space. But then the year after, we wanted to rent the space because it was so great. And we're like, well, we can make money off of this space. So then we moved to another space. We kind of downsized to another space because we're like, who cares? Like, you know, give them the apartment. We'll take this little space. Like, we don't really care that much where we sleep. We don't need that much comfort or anything.
which place are you talking about?
That we moved from the apartment?
Yeah.
The house. Actually, where did we move after the apartment?
Well, that was why I was like, well, I think it was the house. And it was a bigger place.
Okay, well,
with
whatever.
A garage.
Yes. But we were also living with people. So in the house,
Yeah.
it was a bigger house.
Yeah.
But we packed as many, you know, staff as we could in there. Like our two
the
managers
summer.
were living there. Our good friend was living with us. Your parents came for a while. Like it was just a circus house of people
Yeah.
coming and going and like bitching about work and clients and this and eating some food quickly and then running back out into war zone. Like, you know, so... But then, like, again, like when your parents would come, we would have to leave the house. So then we would move into a hotel room and like we would just constantly be moving around rooms depending on who's where, what,
Yeah.
when, whatever. And, now we're also in a different space. We just moved out of the house to move to this new space that we're in. But
my parents are arriving today.
yes, so
They're
we had to
a great
leave the
catalyst
house
of us moving.
because, it's his parents and they don't like to move either. So they get priority in the not moving. They win in the we're not moving war than me.
Well, I asked if it was my mom's request or what was behind that, because my mom is texting me. I don't text my dad, and so she was like, well, it's really your dad.
Do you really think it's your dad, though? Do you think she would?
I think so.
I mean, I place the blame on you all the time for stuff.
Yeah, but for that, it's kind of like my mom would move here and be here all the time. And my dad is kind of like, I'm well at home. So any thing that would be kind of, that's it. Let's not go.
He sounds like me.
My
in some
dad,
ways, yeah.
a little, yeah. Let's not put our lives all over. But when he's here, he's having fun and everything. Plus, we travel a lot.
Yeah.
So when we're in Quebec, it's time to see my parents, because then we move out and then that's it. We cannot see each other for a few months.
Yeah.
So I'm quite happy that they come here, because between seeing my parents in Marieville or in Charlevoix near by ski hill,
Oh, yeah.
I choose Charlevoix.
I
all the
agree.
way.
I wish people
But yeah,
would visit more.
they've been here, plus friends, plus I always had the tendency to give my friends the nice place where we lived in, or a room where we lived in, which kind of became their place because they arrive with kids and stuff.
Yeah.
And
As soon as
everything.
you mix kids in the picture, it's it's not yours anymore. It's just
Yeah. But also, you don't want to block, 2 rooms to just, have more comfort. And because in the summer, you're trying to make money. So it's all my fault, baby. I put too much stress.
Well, that being said, I moved to Montreal to here, and I do have, my mom lives in Montreal, and she has her big ass house that she lives alone in, and she has a lot of shit. I can see where I get this little habit from, because my mom still has Cosmopolitan magazines from 1990. Okay. She doesn't throw that shit out. And she doesn't throw anything out, because you never know, especially when it comes to clothes. Oh my God. Don't throw it out. You never know. Fashion recycles, blah, blah, blah. She keeps everything. And you know what? I gotta hand it to her, because sometimes, she's right. She keeps everything, and it's always good quality and always ironed well and hung up super well. And why?
I'm sorry.
You're throwing me off. I hear my own voice.
I'm sorry. I'm paranoid that we're missing the stuff now, so I verified the sound. I will stop now. It's working.
So I can leave some stuff at her house, and I do have some stuff at her house in the garage, a little corner that she's wrapped up all nice with so it doesn't get dusty and everything like that, which she never ceases to remind me that I have stuff there. Oh, you have this, you have that. Do you want me to bring it? And I'm like, just don't tell me. I don't know. And so, but the rest of my stuff, I brought here. And when I say stuff, I'm not talking necessarily about furniture and everything, because I never really owned that much furniture. So in the last place that I lived, I left the 3-4 pieces that I bought. That was too much of a pain in the ass to move. I just left it there. And there was maybe 1 or 2 pieces that were easy, whatever was easy to move. I took it out, and either it's at my mom's or I brought it to Waverly, the apartment in Montreal. So it's mostly clothes and les petites bébelles, little things, gadgets, papers, my documents, hair, beauty shit, lots of more clothes that I don't know, somehow I purge stuff every couple of months, and I still have so much stuff, and I don't wear 3/4 of it. So that's a problem. And kitchen stuff too. And I had a storage space when I first came here. I had a storage space that was for me, that was totally messy and disorganized, but it was my messy, disorganized storage space. And every time that I tried to attempt to go and like clean it and organize it, and I was like, okay, today's the day. I'm going to put on some music. I'm going to like chill out. And then I just end up sitting in the middle of the floor with like a pile of stuff around me. And then I'm scrolling Instagram, and then like 2 hours pass by and I'm kind of like, oh my God, it's messier than it was before. What do I do? I'm just going to
unpack box
go cook something and
to leave them in a pile next to the box. I was seeing that. I was like, I don't think that's the intended outcome.
And so that's kind of my life. And then when we left to go travel, Gab like calls David and the guys and he's like, you have to organize the stuff. So then they would go in, and I always felt uncomfortable because I was like, I don't want them to find like, you know, the bra that I wear with the underwire that's poking out, or like my period underwear that I keep for when I have my period, like stuff like that. And like the little sex toy shelf that we have.
They're probably wearing it on their head and using the stuff.
They're probably like, yeah, look at these weird ass people. Or your mom too. Like, I don't know how many times your mom has been in that space and like saw all our sex toys, and she's organized it too. But she talks, and then she'd tell me about, I organized this, like I put everything here, but she doesn't talk about the sex toys, even though she's moved them. And they're clearly like organized somewhere. She doesn't talk about them.
Like from small to big. You know?
Yes. But she doesn't mention that. She doesn't say that. And so that's it. And then, you know, then we moved our stuff again. And we moved rooms again. And like our stuff and where we live is never in the same space. So it's like every time I'm sleeping somewhere, I wake up and I'm like, oh, what am I going to wear today? Or, oh, today I'm going to, like, we're going hiking, or I need to do this for work or something. Oh, fuck. Like, it's in the freaking storage space. So I have to, like, go outside, put on my clothes, walk up the stairs, find it somewhere, go back to the house. I can't even tell you how many times I did back and forth stuff. And I know these are, like, first world problems right now. But it's a big time waster. And so, anyways, that being said, we've done that quite a bit now. And then this time in the house seemed like it was the final time. We're like, okay, we have this house now. Like, the basement has a lot of space. While we were away again, the staff like organized all our shit, put it in boxes with tape, and put, you know, wrote categories and stuff like that. Like, they did a good job. And then when I came home, I just like...
Yeah, you sat
like
down in the middle again.
I sat down in the middle again, and I was going through all my stuff because I was kind of like excited. We hadn't been back in 4 months. And then once I took everything out, I was like, what do I do with it now? Nothing. I just left it there.
Yes, I noticed. Left the light on.
Just leave it there, door open, have things half in the room, half out. I'm like, oh, I'll deal with this later, but probably won't. And then we said, okay, you know what? The house is great. Like, the basement is ours. If we rent it out, the basement is our storage space, and that's it. It's our home base. And like, that stuff's always going to stay there. And that's it. But then it's like, what do we do with the house? Are we going to keep it? Are we not? Are we going to rent it? Are we not? Parents are coming. We need to move out. We're renting it for 4 months. Like, all this stuff. And then you set up this big studio here, and you're like, I want to live in 35 now, but there's no kitchen. So I'm like, no fucking way. Sorry, I keep swearing. I know. Anyways, no way that I am like back and forth in the kitchen in the auberge and here and running around. Like, you want to eat well. We want to eat well. We want comfort. Like, that idea to me was just no. So the bear that you are and the boss that you are, there's a little, you guys can't see it right now, but there's a little like kitchen offset this room that was a kitchen, but then it turned into this big, massive storage shit box space with rats and stuff and all bunch of...
No rats?
There were rats and mice, and there was like food, like there's just chairs and storage space. Why do you say no?
There were rats there. You're talking about like... When we first moved in, there like was a bird mom.
There were birds living in the ceiling, yes, but there are also traps and stuff, and there's food in there and everything. Like, you know, there's just, I mean, there's stuff that happens when we're not around. Anyways. So he said, we're going to turn this into the kitchen, and in a couple of days, that's what happened. I was impressed because I'm not good with home decor, home renovation, organization. That stuff overwhelms me with the stuff. And you took care of it without even telling me what was happening, which was such a nice surprise. So when I came home, they were almost done with the kitchen. There's two staff here right now. This really cool couple actually from Mexico, and they painted it and they cleaned it and organized it and everything, and they did such a nice job. So there's a kitchen here now, which is great. But so we're spending more time here, but our stuff is still at the house, and your parents are coming now. And this morning I was just kind of like running around. Okay, what do I bring? What do I not bring? How do I bring it? Where the hell do I put it? We're going to be moving again in 5 days from this space to another room because there's clients that rented this space. So like, just, oh my God. Like, you don't, like, I don't know, the anxiety in me. And then I was thinking of like your mom coming, and then she's going to be like, okay, let me help you. Like, what's this? Tell me what you want me to do with this. Where does this go? Is this important to you? Like, how much on a scale of 1 to 5 does this bring you joy? Like, do you use it? Do you not? Okay, great. Okay, what about this item? And that overwhelms me so much. And I don't know how to manage this problem. I don't know if I should just like give my life to someone to manage it for me.
Yes.
Or if I should be an adult. I don't even know if it has anything to do with being an adult, or it's just my innate personality, like dealing with stuff. I was so anxious. I was nervous. I was anxious. I was
big emotion.
Cloudy. I couldn't think. And I don't know what it is with stuff. And again, like there's a lot of stuff that I don't need or use or even remember that's there. And we travel. Like I'm a nomad. I think I'm a nomad. Consider myself a nomad. I'm very comfortable moving around the world with limited amount of stuff, and I can deal with that limited amount of stuff wherever we are. Like I am not the kind of person where like I need this, I need that when we travel, unless it's like my hair care products or something. But even at that, I'll be flexible. I mean, when we were in Brazil, I didn't have any lotion for my body, and I was too lazy to buy some from the store. So I was like, cracked legs it is for the next 3 months. Like that stuff I don't care that much about. And I can deal with it. But for some reason, when we're home here and there's this stuff, it just like something comes over me. I don't know what it is. If we're in Brazil and we live there forever with the little backpack that I had, I would be totally fine and happy.
You know what? I don't think so. At some point, you would accumulate a little pile, and you would invest some emotion in that pile, and then you wouldn't be able to deal with it, and then you would start to move it from left to right to left to right. I don't know what to do. Oh, we have to move it.
I don't know.
But yeah, like I take 100% of the responsibility. So first of all, like I'm better than you with stuff. I have the same problem, but I noticed my problem like many years ago, and I started to deal with it. And like I noticed yesterday that like your thing with stuff would throw me off my normal initial thing, which is just move the stuff. It takes 30 minutes, move everything. That's it. It's done. All your stuff is there. We have to move. Don't do anything. Go take a coffee. Go like relax next to the fire. I'll put you a little fire. I will move everything. Takes 30 minutes. So then this morning I was like, I now know my mistake by having stuff there and whatever. I'll move all the box. You don't have to help me. Like, but we're moving. That's it. Like everything comes with us.
Yes, but
then
again,
you
my
have
point
even
was
a bigger emotion.
Yes, because it wasn't a matter of just like moving everything here and we're here forever and permanent. It's like, no, because in 5 days we have to leave again.
No, but the kitchens can stay. So then I blocked 4 rooms. I'm like, all right, I'll block 4 rooms additional to this space that are just next to this. So we have a kitchen, 4 rooms. Oh my God. And then somehow you seemed better.
Well, I'm not going to complain all the time, but like, yes, we're going to have 4 rooms, one for me, one for you, one workout room.
Yes, your gym.
But the thing is, you still have to come here, get your shit, go back to your room, and then be like, oh, I fucking forgot my toothpaste. And then go back.
It's like the size of a house, only you have to put on boots. That's it. That's the length of the walk.
I know, but when you've been doing that for so long, you're just kind of tired of it.
Yeah,
I just want the home base.
I'm trying.
I'm just scared that in a week, like I said, you're going to say, I miscalculated again. This is not where we want to be. We want to be in the forest.
Yeah, but no.
Down there. Why would we want to film here? Why would we want a kitchen there when we can actually catch our own food? That's great content. That's content people want to see. We need to be down there camping in the let's move everything.
But next time I know what to do. I don't tell you anything. And then I move your stuff when you're not looking and place it. And then when you arrive, it's there. And then you're excited. Because I saw you when you started using that kitchen. You're like, that's nice. I kind of feel like blah, blah, blah. But also, what's better than this space here? Nothing that
I don't believe you yet.
No, but I'm not saying like we'll never move again. Like, I mean, for sure your stuff will have to move and be treated at some point. But like now I know you can't be involved. I will probably put it in the trash at some point. Or I'll ship it to your mom's garage.
She'll be more than happy to hoard it.
But that's it. It's settled. Like your stuff won't be here. It will be in Montreal. Whenever you go to your mom's house, you can sit in the garage and look at your old notes from like high school. I didn't remember.
I do have all my old notes from high school. I have a whole like treasure chest case thing with almost every single note from high school, every weird thingy, locker pinups stuff. I mean, they're mostly filled with notes, let's be honest. I don't know if you pass notes in high school, but I have a lot of that stuff. And I hold on to it because it's kind of fun to read.
Perfect.
But I know that like clothes and stuff, I mean, I get rid of so much stuff. And I don't buy clothes anymore. It's been years since I bought clothes. I don't like to shop. I hate shopping so much, even online shopping. I just hate it. I hate it. I used to love fashion and everything, but the last, I'd say like 7, 8, 9 years, 10 years almost, actually. I don't buy clothes like that. But I still have so many clothes from like 10, 15 years ago that I'm like, just in case, you never know. I'm going to lose the weight again and I'm going to fit back into these like slutty ass shorts. But then I'm like, do I really want to wear these slutty ass shorts? Like, are they comfortable? Do I want to,
you know what?
Have some chafing in between my thighs? Like,
let's give it to people. Let's vlog about it. We need to practice vlogging. Let's give all our stuff away. And all the papers, we'll scan them and then burn them. We're going offline. And then the rest, we'll give it to people, make them happy.
I do give so much stuff to people already, but there's still stuff.
Yeah, but we'll decide on the volume of stuff that we can. I say a car. A car
worth of volume.
So the car is whatever we are allowed to own between the two of us, and then when we need to move, I just have to move a car. Like you'll blink and the car will be somewhere else. So yeah, let's deal with stuff. But then again, like it's a big emotion, so everything will be okay, baby.
But I know that once I get past it, it's like dust in the wind, dude.
Dude?
Well, it's not from your culture. Do you ever watch Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure?
No. I watched Passepartout.
But you know that song? Dust in the wind. Well, anyways, it's Keanu Reeves, and he says, it's like dust in the wind, dude. Anyways, whatever. It's a pop culture reference from the 80s.
But what's the movie?
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, where Bill is Keanu Reeves and they play these like, hey dude guys, and then they find this time machine and they go back in time and they meet all these historical figures and they have to solve this thing, and it's just really funny, and the historical figures like come into the future, and it's a funny movie. It's the best.
I'll watch it, baby, to get a glimpse of your culture.
Yes.
Okay. So now we're here, and now I see the tragedy of you moving, so I need to manage that better.
I still feel it in my chest a little bit.
Well, now I need to move your stuff while you're not looking, because that's an interesting thing. Now you're giving me a management, because not only that I have to like not ask you for help, I also need to do it like on top of you saying no, don't do it. Like I did for the kitchen. I'm like, you should come to Montreal with me for 4 days. And I was on my phone, like, it needs to be done. It needs to be done. Like, do you have time now? Give them extra money. Do they want extra money? Yeah, sure, they would love. Give them extra money. They need to build a kitchen. Oh, my God. But now that we ate here and lived here, I mean, this is unbeatable. So I don't see how we could ask for a better place to film content.
I'm just waiting for it, but
but baby, I miscalculated. We need to move again. It's a joke. But we should get attached to stuff.
What's that comedian who did a bit on stuff that you showed me? How people are so attached to stuff with traveling and
George
stuff.
Carlin.
Yeah, what would he say again? It was more about travel, I think.
It's like, then you go to Hawaii.
Can you play it or no?
Not that easily.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I can try, It's you're giving me a challenge.
Because that bit was pretty spot on.
So what, we play it all?
Yeah,
it's
sure.
5 minutes.
It's 5 minutes?
It's 5 minutes.
Little clip. I don't know. Let's try it. Let's play it all.
All
it's
right.
comedy. People will watch it.
All right. So then I'm doing this.
And we're testing something out too, so.
I'm going to share my screen. Entire screen. And then share audio.
Will we be able to see our faces too or no?
Yeah. I think so. I'm trying.
5 minutes.
Little clip.
I would have been out here a little bit sooner, but they gave me the wrong dressing room, and I couldn't find any place to put my stuff. And I don't know how you are, but I need a place to put my stuff. So that's what I've been doing back there, just trying to find a place for my stuff. You know how important that is. That's the whole meaning of life, isn't it? Trying to find a place for your stuff. That's all your house is. Your house is just a place for your stuff. If you didn't have so much goddamn stuff, you wouldn't need a house. You could just walk around all the time. That's all your house is. It's a pile of stuff with a cover on it. You see that when you take off on an airplane and you look down and you see everybody's got a little pile of stuff. Everybody's got their own pile of stuff. And when you leave your stuff, you got to lock it up. Wouldn't want somebody to come by and take some of your stuff. They always take the good stuff. They don't bother with that crap you're saving. Ain't nobody interested in your 4th grade arithmetic papers. They're looking for the good stuff.
That's you, baby. You still have them.
Keep your stuff while you go out and get more stuff. Now, sometimes you've got to move. You've got to get a bigger house. Why? Too much stuff. You've got to move all your stuff. And maybe put some of your stuff in storage. Now imagine that. There's a whole industry based on keeping an eye on your stuff. Enough about your stuff. Let's talk about other people's stuff. Did you ever notice when you go to somebody else's house, you never quite feel 100% at home? You know why? No room for your stuff. Somebody else's stuff is all over the place. And what awful stuff it is. Where did they get this stuff? And if you have to stay overnight at someone's house, unexpectedly, and they give you a little room to sleep in that they don't use that often, someone died in it 11 years ago, and they haven't moved any of his stuff. or wherever they give you to sleep, usually right near the bed, there's a dresser, and there's never any room on the dresser for your stuff. Someone else's shit is on the dresser. Have you noticed that their stuff is shit and your shit is stuff? Get that off of there.
This is so accurate. It's crazy.
Now, sometimes you go on vacation, you got to bring some of your stuff with you. You can't bring all your stuff, just the stuff you really like, the stuff that fits you well that month. Let's say you're going to go to Honolulu. You're going to go all the way to Honolulu. You got to take 2 big bags of stuff, plus your carry-on stuff, plus the stuff in your pockets. You get all the way to Honolulu and you get in your hotel room and you start to put away your stuff. That's the first thing you do in a hotel room is put away your stuff. I'll put some stuff in here, put some stuff down there. Here's another place for some stuff here. I'll put some stuff over there. You put your stuff over there. I'm putting my stuff over here. Here's another place for the stuff. Hey, we got more places than we've got stuff. We're going to have to buy more stuff.
It's so true.
He's a legend.
Yep. And you put all your stuff away, and you know that you're thousands of miles from home, and you don't quite feel at ease, but you know that you must be okay because you do have some of your stuff with you. And you relax in Honolulu on that basis. That's when your friend from Maui calls and says, hey, why don't you come over to Maui for the weekend? Spend a couple of nights over here. Oh, shit, no. Now what stuff do you bring? Right, you've got to bring an even smaller version of your stuff. Just enough stuff for a weekend on Maui. And you get over, and you're really spread out now. You've got shit all over the world.
Oh my God, that sounds like us, baby.
You've got stuff at home, stuff in storage, stuff in Honolulu, stuff in Maui, stuff in your pockets. Supply lines are getting longer and harder to maintain.
That's how I feel.
I'm
But
sorry.
you go over to your friend's house in Maui, and they give you a little place to sleep, and there's a little window ledge or some kind of a small shelf, and there's not much room on it, but it's okay because you don't have much stuff now. And you put what stuff you do have up there. You put your imported French toenail clippers, your odor readers with the 45-day guarantee, your cinnamon-flavored dental floss, and your Afrin 12-hour decongestant nasal spray. And even though you're a long way from home, you know that you must be okay because you do have your Afrin 12-hour decongestant nasal spray. And you relax in Maui on that basis. That's when your friend says, hey, I think tonight we'll go over the other side of the island, stay at my friend's house overnight. Oh, shit, no. No! What do you bring? Now you just bring the things you know you're going to need. Money, keys, comb, wallet, lighter, hanky, pen, cigarettes, contraceptives, Vaseline, whips, chains, whistles, dildos, and a book.
Oh, my God.
It's so accurate. He just described us in a nutshell.
Well,
We do have some stuff in Brazil. We do have some stuff in Mexico. We do have some stuff in Montreal. We have some stuff here.
I have less and less stuff in Montreal. And at my mom's house, I told her to bring everything. So I have all my stuff here. And then I'm slowly chipping at that box. Like, if it's a box, and you should try it. Like, if it's a box and it hasn't been opened for a year, don't open it. There's nothing there you need, for sure. Just throw it away. But, I mean, we have less and less stuff. So I can see that the pile of stuff is getting shorter and shorter. So we'll manage our stuff. Baby.
I'm curious to know what other people feel about stuff. How do you feel about your stuff? Are you more like me, where you have some kind of weird, I don't even know if I would call it an emotional attachment to stuff, just an anxious attachment to stuff? Or are you more like Gab, where you're kind of just like, meh, it's just stuff. Let it go. Let it go.
It's a pile of atoms. Like it's been arranged in some shape or form. It has nothing to do with me. If I don't use it, then it's taking some of my space and my money. I want it gone. Plus, people want your stuff. You know, you put it on Facebook Marketplace, you wouldn't believe the amount of money that you can get with stuff. So let's get the money. Let's exchange it for a plane ticket to Cancun.
I don't know how much people would pay for my Le Chateau little black dress from 1995.
Well, that's where I'm thinking, let's give it away. I mean, let's go to Baie-Saint-Paul, set out a box and be like one item per person. Let's take it,
That's
guys.
what I've been doing, but I think I need to do it in more of a mass form.
So what we need to do, because you've been bringing some stuff in the communal kitchen and then people take it, then there's a sub and there's a box that needs to be managed.
Yes, I know. I'm so bad. I know it's there, and I kind of leave it for them, for like poor David to be like, okay, it's like in your space now, so you take care of it.
Like a few months ago, maybe a year ago, you put a pile of stuff, and then Marie put a pile of stuff, and it was in a room for people to like go in and pick stuff. And then at the end, like people took whatever they wanted. The rest was just like free stuff that people who have not that much stuff don't even want. And then it was like, oh, you can't throw it away. There's so much good stuff. I was like, no, I won't throw it away. My dad was there, like, and he looked at me, and we didn't even like need to speak. I was like, and he was looking like, oh yeah, fucking. You made that stuff disappear. Like, I don't care what he did with it. Oh my God. But he made it disappear. I'm going to do that magic trick a few more times. And then, what do you know?
How long has this episode been so far?
41 minutes.
We just spent 41 minutes talking about stuff.
Yeah, but that's good. That's like therapy or something. That's like... Well,
it does feel like therapy. I don't know what it is. It's crazy what stuff does to your life. You know, I would say, I can confidently say that I am much happier and freer when we are in somewhere like Mexico or Brazil where we don't have that much stuff.
But the problem is you want to live a different life here. Why don't we live the same exact life here?
I don't know, because all the stuff is here.
Well, then that's it.
That's
Montreal.
The stuff that overwhelms me. And I'm like, this stuff, we're the stuff. We have to manage the stuff.
All right. So here's what we'll do. My parents are coming for a week.
Oh.
And then they need to go to Montreal. They will bring back stuff to your mom's house.
No, I can't ask them to do that.
No, like we can take our time. But I know what to do now. It's just it has to be managed when you're not looking and you're not involved in the discussion. And you arrive and it's like, surprise! I dealt with your stuff.
I don't know how to do it. Clearly I can't do it by myself.
No.
Maybe I don't know, someone can help me. Because I know, like today, for example, there was a big pile of bras and socks and underwears and stuff that I had taken out of a bag because I was looking for, I don't even remember what I was looking for. And I just like left it in the basement. And then today I went to go put it back in that bag because I wasn't sure if your mom would like go down there and start looking around and be like, oh, there's like all this stuff here. Like, what's it for? Where does it go? No. And I just didn't want to deal with that because I didn't know exactly what I want to do with that stuff. And like, I know there's a strapless bra that I think I've had for 20 years now that I'm probably never, I haven't worn it in years and I'm probably never going to wear it again, but it's still there. Like that I need to get rid of, along with a bunch of other things that it's just like, I don't even wear bras anymore. Anyways, something has to be done. It really puts a lot of stress on my life.
Well, let's agree to create vlogging content. So maybe that vlogging content will be me getting rid of all your stuff and then showing you the video and you can react to it.
No!
It's gone!
Marie Kondoing with Ali.
Yeah.
Does this spark joy?
Nothing of your stuff sparks joy except your kitchen stuff. That sparks joy, which is like, that I regret having made you move to lesser kitchens.
Yes.
But somehow I needed to. Also, I was like, oh, we'll be in the communal kitchen, but that's your kitchen. I named it your kitchen.
Yeah.
Everyone, this is Ali's kitchen. But you don't want to go there. There's other people, and you don't want to bother them.
No.
So then you're like, we'll just cook here, in my below the stairs. And like, there's a commercial kitchen there. Yeah, but they're there and they're good. I'm good here. was like, okay, this is not going to work. Then I was like, we'll take whatever's kitchen available. The best is available, but that didn't work either. Oh, my God. So now I'm thinking that every item that you use in the kitchen, I will tell the guys to go in and take pictures of like everything that's there needs to be reproduced in another kitchen if I ever make you move kitchen again. Oh, my God.
You're the best.
I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I'm tired now.
Okay. So then it's settled. I have your permission to go in and get rid of the stuff.
I'm going to do a first sweep.
No.
Yes, I'm going to do first sweep.
No, it's going to give you anxiety for the next, okay, so no, I won't touch your stuff. Don't go in there. My mom's going to be in there. Don't go there. Now we'll bring everything that you wear or own or perfume yourself with here today, and you are not allowed to look, and I will do it.
Maybe if I film myself, I'll have more accountability.
That's an interesting way. I'll set up a vlogging camera for you to clicky click.
Maybe I'll do a live. I'll do a live.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Do a live.
Going once, going twice.
Yeah, who wants it? Yeah.
Q Smooth.
Yeah. Exactly. Go on OnlyFans. Like, I have the used bra. $4,000? Damn. I also have used whatever. Let's do it.
I have my period underwear. Period underwear, I feel like.
Bra live on Olives and Orgasms.
And period underwear.
Those ones are like,
those are the hot items.
Oh, yeah. Like, I'm buying those ones.
Okay. Bye. Stay tuned.